Go.
Let's riot.
It's a lot of Dendy faces.
It is a lot of Dendy faces. Okay.
All right, so.
Are we starting the show? Was that it? Was that just
no?
testing?
I was just leveling it out.
Let's start the show.
You have to,
Let's start the show. All right, here we go.
How are you going to cover Twitch if you're covering the show notes? I wonder how this is going to work.
Ben, will you just stop?
Should I just trust you?
Will you just be a part of the show?
I'm trying to.
See,
improve.
here's what I'm worried about: is I'm going to try and take care of Twitch chat, and you're just going to be reading it the whole time, like you are right now.
That's what I usually do when we have these things.
Right.
I'm laughing to myself. It keeps me entertained.
Okay, good.
All right, here we go.
You'd prefer that I be entertained, I promise you.
I prefer that you focus on putting on a good show.
I never focus on that.
I know you don't.
Guess you're such. All right, here we go. Ready?
We're ready.
Clear event. We Like Dota is brought to you by your generous patrons. Find out how to help support the show at WeLikeDota.com and follow the links to the Patreon. We Like Dota, episode 80, starts now.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to We Like Dota, the internet's casual Dota 2 podcast. I'm Brian Sabonier, and joining me on this, what is it, Monday evening?
Today, yes, but I mean, most people aren't listening right now, Brian.
Yeah.
So I don't really understand why you always
This is a podcast.
intro with
Well, we are
what
live.
time and what's going on right now.
It's just what I do.
You're just weird.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
am weird.
All
That's
right,
okay.
fair enough.
But anyway, welcome. We've got the band back together. I'm Brian Sabonier, and to my left, your right, is Jared Clyde Brock Pedersen.
For the viewing audience.
Hello, Jared.
Yes, hi, Brian. How's it going this evening?
Our other co-host here, Jared, is Ben Yadneb Day.
Hey, Brian. I don't think I'm going to be the difficult one today.
You don't think so?
I think it might be Jared.
Really?
What do you
I
mean
think
by
maybe.
Really?
I think potentially.
Oh, God, no.
We'll see. I think he's in a mood.
define difficult? Like, what do you mean by difficult?
I just think that he might be in a mood. We'll see.
Sure, okay.
We'll give it. See, he's already cranky.
I'm
All
fine
right.
with it.
I'm in a great mood. But listen to Jared.
Whatever, Ben.
Oh boy.
Whatever.
I think Ben's doing what Ben does here.
Yeah, he's being Ben Linus is
Yes,
what he's doing.
That's what he's doing. Okay, so guys, it's been a crazy ass week for me, and
Yeah, you have a lot of stuff going on with work.
got a lot going on with
Yeah.
work, and haven't played a ton of Dota.
That's fair.
The last match I played was 5 days ago.
That's not too long ago, brother.
That's true. I have a match to talk about during Dota Feelings.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, let's get into Dota Feelings.
That was awful.
Oh, look at it go! Oh, yeah!
Folks, hello. Welcome to Dota Feelings, where we talk about our feelings about Dota 2. And how our weeks in Dota went. Right? That's what we do.
We'll go with that.
Yeah,
This
absolutely.
is going to be a great show.
Yeah, I feel like
I think it's already the best show.
you almost want to push the reset button already.
Almost, yeah.
We're almost there.
Oh, God
so
bless the U.S.
I'm gonna start with me. I never start with me.
That's true. That's true. Let's get you out of the way.
I never start
Let's
with
get your
let's just
let's
go
get
ahead
your
and-
feelings right out of the way, Brian.
Yeah, let's break
And-
tradition. Let's start it off.
We had a bye in the WLDL
We did.
last week. This week?
Which means we didn't
Last
lose.
week. Right, which means we didn't lose.
And guys, we're gonna go 2 weeks in a row with not losing. Technically.
Technically, yes. And so we decided to have some team practice, right? Is that what we did?
Yeah, we did a little team practice on Friday.
A little team practice. We got the group together,
Got the gang together.
and we tried out a draft with. We had.
Dude, do we want to really go into this? Because I mean, people can. Because this actually worked.
I don't think putting our strategies out there is.
It's gonna make anybody any different. Yeah, no, that's true.
It's not gonna help us win or lose. I don't think.
I think it could help us win or lose.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
I mean, it's public.
We're
on,
gonna
it's
put it.
public on Dota Buff, so,
So that's a very good point.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's talk the crap out of it.
I'm sure people are
Because I was really proud of this.
checking
game.
us out.
I was
So,
really
yeah.
proud of this.
So if you're playing against
Okay.
us, simply ban these 5 heroes and we have nothing to use.
Yeah, we're SOL.
Yep.
So we had.
So there you go. Congratulations. Like I said, we're basically a bye.
Yeah. We had Yadneb as our position 5 Dazzle support.
And you did a great job, Ben,
Well, thanks.
We had a position 1 farming Death Prophet.
which worked terribly,
Yeah. An offlane Alchemist.
which went swimmingly.
It did, yeah. We had a mid Wind Ranger. And we had a position 4 Cheeks of Flappin'
Vengeful Spirit.
Vengeful Spirit. Yeah.
Correct.
And I think we kind of came to the consensus. We liked the draft, but
Mm-hmm.
should probably switch the Death Prophet and the Alchemist. Or
Or-
give Death Prophet a solo lane.
Yeah, we were thinking maybe moving Death Prophet mid eventually. So the idea here was, but with me, I wanted to really get Death Prophet early farm and get her going. But she also needs levels.
She needs early. I think she needs early levels more than she needs early farm.
Yeah, which is, one of those things that you definitely learn as you're doing it. So
Right.
We won this game, didn't we?
we did.
We did, yeah.
We came back. We were way behind.
We
We made the other team tilt.
Well, in classic noobs ass noobs fashion, we didn't have an advantage until 47 minutes into the game.
Right.
It's kind of what we do.
Well,
We just hold on. Eventually,
if
the
we
other
win,
team
yeah.
throws hard enough, we win.
we turtle. Yeah, we tend to turtle if they throw.
We really did because
Well, we team fight okay. And so if we can miraculously win a team fight,
Yeah,
then
that was pretty much it. You're right.
So we basically like turtle until we get just enough farm to miraculously win a team fight, and then we're good.
But here's the team we were playing against. It was an Earthshaker, a Bristleback, an Ember Spirit, a Zeus, and an Axe.
There's a lot of melee there.
A lot of melee there, and it's actually really pretty greedy too.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I think so.
For sure.
So
Yeah. It's definitely what it was. So,
yeah.
yeah. And really, when we were talking about it, Ben and I were talking about this team comp beforehand. We were like, so we can pretty much just be okay as long as we don't really lose the lanes.
But that's what we did.
And we
Yeah,
did.
Yeah, we did really hard.
Because that's what we always do.
Yeah, it's what we do. I know.
But what happened is, I think the Death Prophet and the Wind Ranger kept us alive in
the mid-early.
in the mid early game.
Yeah.
And then you're like, well, I'm just gonna start farming, and you got a ton of crap, and you're really good on Alchemist anyway.
Well, it's really easy to be really good on Alchemist when you have farm.
And you bought a BKB on Alchemist.
I
I'm
did.
impressed, yeah.
I did, and I used it, and I won a team fight with it.
Yeah, several team fights even.
Yeah, it was. I'm transitioning into this whole core role a little better now, and I think I'm getting the whole hang of the BKB carries.
Yeah.
Yeah, it took a little while.
Yeah,
for sure.
For sure.
But I mean, basically, this was a team fight comp. I don't know how else to put it, right? I mean, that's what the comp was kind of laid out to do.
Yeah, I think it was a very good team fighting comp. But basically, yeah, we had a lot of minus armor synergy there.
Which you love.
I do, and comboing that with Death Prophet and the Ghosts that do physical damage. It's Ben, guys. He's making a little bit of
Yeah,
stuff
you're
there.
hitting your pop filter there, I think, Ben.
Is that what's going on?
Yeah. Anyway,
do
so
that.
they did a lot of early rotations and ganked us in the lanes.
Yeah, we were down like 7-0 or something.
Yeah.
It was about 7 or 8 kills in before we got
So
one.
we got some early game stuff to figure out.
We always do.
We don't do well in the early game.
We don't. We're bad at the game in general.
Yeah. We do bad in the late game, too.
I think late game is where we're.
That's where we excel.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
the
If
most
we're not
comfortable.
too far behind. I think if we were actually like even late game, we'd do really well. But we're never even late game.
No,
We're always coming back.
behind. So, yeah, I don't know. It's hard. But yeah, so tell me more about your feelings with this, Brian, since we're talking about you right now.
Yeah, these are your feelings.
Specifically. I didn't mean to jump all over
Oh,
your
no, it's
feelings
fine.
there.
No, you're fine.
I want you to have your feels.
Like I said, he's the difficult one tonight.
Yeah, I've
Whatever,
kind of
Ben.
taken it upon myself to, rightly or wrongly, to try and analyze our matches that we play, like as a 5-stack.
It's got to be disappointing.
It's not that it's disappointing. I hate. Sometimes I feel like a jerk sometimes when I point out people's mistakes,
Well, I mean,
but that's part of the game.
it is. You can't learn if you don't take criticism.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. So, I've been trying to do some of that,
Mm-hmm.
and it's been fun. And trying to figure out the carry position.
You're doing
Farming
a great
in
job.
like the first 2 to 3 minutes is hard as crap.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But
You were
know,
going against a hard lane there for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
So I don't know. I had fun with the match. It was really stressful,
Yeah,
but it made for a really great comeback. Like,
felt really good.
it was great. Yeah, it was a great victory.
I didn't feel like it was stressful. You felt it was stressful?
I would definitely was.
Oh yeah.
Really?
I was
Okay.
stressed out. Yeah.
I was stressed in the mid game.
See, as I've transitioned to support, my stress level's just like totally decreased.
Yeah, I believe that.
That's good.
I don't feel really responsible for what happens.
No, but
In a way, you know what I'm saying?
You make things happen.
You make things. You feel like you have.
You should maybe feel a little responsible. We
I
didn't have.
don't.
We only had one ward up from minute 0
No,
until
that's-
7 minutes.
That's just because the game doesn't like the way I click or something.
Okay.
It's
Sure,
fine.
that must be it.
Yeah.
It can't possibly be my fault.
No, absolutely not. So, but Ben, how about you? How were your Dota feelings this week?
My Dota feelings are superb. I bought some more Dota stuff.
Yeah,
from
let's talk about
Oh,
this.
good
Yeah.
lord! Yeah,
Yeah.
no, we
Yeah.
need to talk about this right now.
Yeah.
I don't care about the matches that you played. Let's talk about
That's
how
all.
much of a lucky bastard you are.
I didn't play a whole lot of Dota. Yeah, so I bought some more Dota stuff because
I hate you so much.
I
by
got
the way.
home and I didn't buy as much as I was hoping to buy at the secret shop in Seattle.
Right.
Because I just didn't really have the real estate in my luggage to bring anything else home.
Or so you thought.
Yeah, so I bought like a pint glass, a pillow, a mouse pad.
You bought a pillow?
Yeah, I got the Tidehunter pillow.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Is that the one that lights up?
I don't think
No,
so.
no,
that would be kind of
was,
weird.
Another one.
Why would I want a pillow that lights up?
The puck one does.
The puck one, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
A mouse pad and
Oh, you got a mouse pad.
2 demi heroes.
Classy. Have you got the mouse pad yet? By the way.
Yeah,
Is it
I got
nice?
the same one that Cheeks got.
Oh, did
It's
you?
pretty nice.
That
yeah.
is a nice one.
Yeah. So I got all that stuff, and so my one demi hero hasn't shown up because it's the Series 2 one, but my
Right.
Series 1 came, and I knew when I purchased a Series 1 that I decided, okay, let me buy a Crystal Maiden because I figure if I buy a Crystal Maiden, it will be a gold.
Yeah.
Because knowing my luck, that's the only one that I'd ever get a gold one for, just because I've had that kind of back and forth love-hate thing with Crystal Maiden.
Right.
So,
And guess what?
guess what? It's a gold. It's a gold. So I got a gold Crystal Maiden, and I'll tell you, the Series 1 golds don't look as good as the non-golds.
No, it's true.
Cosmetically.
They've done
that's-
very much different.
The
That's the
Series
one-
2 golds are great, but
Yeah.
the Series
Yes.
1 golds kind of they just look cheap.
Because the
Yeah.
Venomancer one that I have,
It's superb.
it's
Yeah.
accented.
Yeah.
Accented with gold, yeah.
The other ones are just like gold painted, and so you lose all the detail on them.
Well, not just that, but the Series 1 ones are done like with a matte gold, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're like, it's like not shiny.
It's not
Series 2
su-
at least was kind of shiny.
Yeah, they're not super shiny or anything.
It was like a high gloss.
So they come with chests, and so
Okay.
Brian had his experience where he got one in the Series 2, and he sold it and got like $150 in space cash
For the actual chest.
for the actual chest.
unopened.
Space Cash.
So I got home
Right.
and I opened this thing up, and I'm like, holy cow, I got a gold. Look
son
at
of a
this. I should sell a chest. And then I start talking. The only person who is on we kind of have like an internal chat that we use just to kind of hang out during the week and keep each other sane during the work week.
Right.
The only person who's around is Jared. So I start talking to Jared. I'm like, so Jared, what should I do? Should I sell it? Should I just get the item and have a gold item? And we kind of go back and forth. And Jared's like,
Yeah.
well, I would obviously open it because it's Jared.
And I'm a bit of a gambler.
And you're-
And here's the thing with the Series 1, it makes a lot of sense to open it.
Well,
because-
that's what got me.
Yeah.
So like, I'm all like, you're like, play the odds, but you're still going to take the risk.
Right.
I'm like, what are the odds? I want to really do my homework first.
Yeah.
And so I'm chatting with Jared, and I get really analytical, and I start going into it, and I'm like,
We got percentage based, like that you might make more money. and
I'm like,
whatnot.
yeah. So we started breaking it down. Like, there's this much percentage
I
that
didn't
I'll.
realize you
We're
guys
nerds.
did this.
Oh,
We're
we did
nerds.
it. Yeah, we did this for a bit. So it's like there's this much
It's like an
percentage.
hour and a half. I think I'm not even kidding you. I think it was 90
Oh,
minutes.
it was quite a while. So it's like outside of even potentially getting the Golden Doomling hero, we're like, there's this percentage that I actually make more money, and it was like, I don't know, 25 or 30% or something. It was actually pretty good.
Yeah, it was like 30%.
It was actually pretty good.
I think it was 30%.
So we're like, that's pretty good. And then there's like this much percentage that if I don't get one of those items, I only lose like 10 to 15 bucks.
Right, a minimal loss.
Right. And there was like a pretty low, maybe like 30% chance that I lose like half of my money.
Right.
So I go
but
from
still,
like,
you would get like $35 or $40.
I think it was even higher than that. It was like
Okay.
$60 or something. Like the
'Cause-
worst case scenario, I get $60, which I only spent like $17 on the demi hero or
Right.
something. So we're going back and forth, and I'm like,
So
I don't know if I should do this. I'm like, Brian, are you there? Brian, talk me out of this. And I'm like, oh, screw it. I'm going to open it up.
And
So I opened it up.
here's
Wait,
this.
Did this?
Exactly. That's the sound it made. That is definitely the
Pretty
sound it
much. That's what happened.
made. Yeah.
Wait, did this happen last week?
This happened last week, I think.
Okay, that explains a lot.
So Brian's not around. He hops on after the case, and so I open this up, and I get the most expensive item,
Yeah.
which is the golden gravel maw,
The Earth Shaker Totem.
the Earth Shaker totem. It's worth 300. I think I sold it. Eventually sold it. I was going back and forth. Should I sell it? Should I not sell
Let me
it?
get you a real-time price update on my fancy laptop.
Well, I don't want to know that. It could be depressing. But I ended up selling it for about $360 worth of space cash.
Right.
But I
That's
also
a lot of space cash.
that's a lot of space cash.
But
I
here's
al-
the freaking kicker.
well, the other thing is I almost kept the item. Brian was like, "You are freaking." So Brian did eventually get into the fold with this,
Yeah.
and he's like, "You cannot keep $360 worth of stuff. You cannot do that. You have got to sell it." Now the kicker is I also got the Golden Doomling. So I literally got the two.
Hold on. I'd like to apologize because I got a little aggressive about
You got really assertive
Yeah.
about it.
You really did.
You're like,
I was a little
you can do what
uncomfortable.
you want, but I will judge you for all eternity if you don't sell one of these items.
I'm not sure if I said that, but it was
So that's
implied.
what that was implied.
It was
the
implied.
it was the intonation of
Yeah,
it for sure.
and I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
it's space cash. It's not real money. I was gonna keep both of them, but Brian's like, you should sell one.
Look, don't you think I'm nuts or anything?
Right. And eventually my frugal self said, he's probably right. But so I got that, and I got the Golden Doomling. So I opened this
Right.
thing up, and you guys didn't believe me when I told you
No,
this.
I thought you were completely full
I'm
of
like,
shit.
I'm not. I'm telling you the truth. I got the gravel maw and the Golden Doomling.
The golden freaking doom.
So we're talking about $600 worth of space cash items.
That's so freaking stressful.
we
I
go back
told
and
my
forth.
wife this, and she thought I was joking.
Yeah, my wife thought I was
And
joking
she
too.
has no concept for stuff like this.
Right.
Like, she doesn't understand. And she was like, really?
Yeah,
She was like, fake things can go for that much?
right.
Which is,
not
that's a
completely
whole
fake.
other expensive.
It's not
Right, it's
completely
not
fake.
completely fake. I don't think it is.
There's things.
It was something. So, but so like I debated whether I should just keep them both because I'm like that would be pretty badass. If
It would be badass.
You know, we're gonna
by the way.
lose, but we're gonna lose with like $500 worth of items on me.
We're gonna look like really good looking losers.
Right.
Tenth,
So Brian,
Tech Place in the Twitch chat has given us
An
a
update
real
on
time
the-
price update. Gold Doomling is going for the low price of $230.
yeah, I think it was
right
like
now.
$260 when I got the item.
Oh, so you
but
sold
still.
high.
Yeah.
I didn't sell it. I still
No,
have
he
it.
still has it.
I still have it.
We're
Getting,
using it.
We're getting to that. So Brian and I actually played one match, and I used both the Earthshaker and the Golden Doomling, and it felt pretty cool. But eventually, I just kind of broke down. And I thought I should sell one of these items. You know, I could always maybe buy them later if I really, really wanted one.
Right.
And that's a lot of money. And playing a match with Brian, I was feeling guilty. I don't even think you said anything, but I just started to feel guilty. So whatever.
I remember thinking that it looked freaking cool as crap.
It
Yeah.
really did.
Yeah.
Well,
But
I
not
haven't
like
seen it.
$600.
But I was having internal debates. Like I would put something on the marketplace and I'd pull it, and I would put the other item up and then pull it, and I kept going back and forth. So eventually, I felt so guilty from talking to Brian that I tried to put both items up on the marketplace.
Wait, I made you feel guilty.
You never even said anything. I just felt like I was
Wow.
like not being a good steward of my Dota items or something. I don't know.
I would agree with that.
Yeah, so I tried to put both items up, and I discovered you can't. I actually had too much value in my items. There's a $500 cap on the space cash you can keep in your Steam wallet.
Yeah.
So
How neat is that?
pretty neat. So I ended up selling.
Jared's in charge of the soundboard.
So I
tonight.
almost
It's-
sold.
I know. I'm doing it
great.
just
Yeah.
to annoy Ben.
Yeah, I almost sold both items, but since I couldn't, I just decided to keep the Golden Doomling just because I'll use it with more heroes. Because otherwise, I would have just constantly play Earthshaker. I would never play anybody else.
And I'd be okay with that.
You would be, but I can still play Earthshaker all the time.
That's true.
And now I don't have to. So I'm going to keep the Golden Doomling,
Mm-hmm.
sold the other thing, and I bought like a Steam controller, Metal Gear Solid 5. Who knows what else I'll buy.
Yeah.
Wait, you bought
Some
Metal
ha-
Gear Solid 5?
Yeah.
I thought you couldn't play it yet.
You can
Pre-order.
still buy it.
Oh, you pre-ordered it. You gave those suckers money without
There's
even
like
playing the game?
There's a million reviews out for that game. I was going to buy the game anyways. I've played every Metal Gear that's been out. It's like one of my favorite series.
Hey, hey, I'm only judging you a little bit.
Yeah, whatever.
I don't make any difference to me at this juncture.
Somebody needs to cut him off from the machine.
I am not. You're going to have to walk over
So
there.
anyways, I was having some good feelings
Thought
until
it
tonight.
fits. It fits, right?
It does. It does.
Whatever. So anyways, I sold the item. I kept the Doomling. I'm happy. Brian was partially right that I should sell something. But,
Yeah.
But I thank you to Jared for making me open that up. Because
Hey,
that
you're
was,
welcome.
That was quite the net
I would
gain
have just.
there.
I would have just
Yeah.
sold the thing.
You would have totally sold it.
Yeah.
And if I get a golden Bloodseeker, because he's still on the way, I'm just going to keep the item.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. I might
Maybe.
sell the item. I don't
Yeah,
know.
Depends.
We'll see.
But yeah.
That's my Dota feelings. How are you feeling, Jared?
Well, after that, I really don't feel much at all.
Jared doesn't feel feelings.
Yeah. No, I think I mean, I played a little bit of Dota this past week and enjoyed everything that I've played. I haven't been able to watch too much because there hasn't been a whole lot going on, so that's been kind of sad for me. But I did have a really kick-ass game on Slardar, man.
Yeah, 12, 7, and 22.
Yeah, that was pretty okay.
See, I hope this kind of cements with you that like the melee strength heroes are the way to go for you. I know Alchemist is agility based, right?
No, he's a strength.
He's a strength. Okay,
So there
You
go.
do. Yeah, that tends to be your best.
dude. Seriously.
Yeah, I know.
you have
but-
the
but I
most
want-
assists out of anyone.
I want to play other heroes than like Slardar, Centaur Warrunner, Tiny, and Alchemist.
We'll get you in on him.
I know.
We'll get you in on
Maybe I
more
should play
heroes.
Beastmaster.
Yeah, play Beastmaster, bro.
Maybe I should play some
Dude,
Beastmaster.
Beastmaster is a ton of fun.
I could see you being into him. That's
Yeah.
great. Yeah, do it.
Maybe I'm going to try him next.
Yeah,
I'm doing it. Okay, it's decided.
you can
All
wear
right.
my Beastmaster T-shirt.
So
if you
Jared's
Perfect.
feelings are that he's playing Beastmaster.
I'm excited to try to play Beastmaster because he's a melee strength hero, and that's what I do.
Perfect.
want. Well, and I like when you play Alchemist and you're like, oh, I only have a 5-minute Hand of Midas. It's slow.
It is. You should be able to get like at worst 4-minute Hannah Midas with Alchemist at all times.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ray Gagny in Twitch chat is recommending Offlane Omni Knight.
Yeah, no, I've thought about that one before.
He's the #1 most winning pub match hero.
That's not surprising.
Yeah, you can make it work.
You just need a lot of damage otherwise. So.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I mean, you can definitely do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, melee strength heroes is what I do. I like to do them.
Good feelings.
So you're feeling fine.
Yeah, after Ben's feelings, my feelings feel very inadequate. So
you can't top it.
I can't. I don't know why I
No.
let you go second.
Yeah.
You should have let me go last.
Son of a gun.
All right, let's move into the news.
To read the future, I need entrails.
So no surprises. There's still a lot of reshuffling news going about.
Yeah, not much other news in general.
OC Panda says there's plenty going on in the esports scene, but
Yeah,
Well,
I'll tell you what I've been.
is there in Dota?
What I've been loving recently?
What's that?
The ESL CS GO. They have something playing constantly. Like it's a 24-hour
There's
stream
always
of, like,
something to watch.
archived footage.
It's the way to go.
It's really nice.
I like
actually.
that. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
nice that they're constantly showing things. I don't think I care about watching Counter-Strike Go, though.
I tell you what, I've kind of gotten into it. a
You've
little bit.
said that. I had a hard enough time getting into watching Dota.
That's a good point.
I don't think I would get into shooter.
Oh no, you have no chance back.
I don't dislike it.
I really
Yeah.
well. I played a lot of it when I was
Yeah.
in high school, so I kind of like it.
I think I'd be more likely to watch like a fighting game than I would do
Oh, yeah.
a
Yeah.
shooter. I think that would be more
Like
likely.
a Street Fighter,
or something like that. I think that
that would be
more-
kind of fun.
I really would love to watch Smash Brothers competitively. I
Nin-
really,
Nintendo
Yeah,
does
every
one
once in a while,
every E3 they've been doing one.
Yeah,
yeah, I want to watch more than that though.
Well, it's probably out there.
yeah.
think
I mean,
so?
there is
Okay.
stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know about competitive.
No, that's
Yeah.
actually got a pretty good competitive following. I think.
No, I believe it.
I think they still play like the GameCube version or something, but I could,
wouldn't
I could
surprise
be
me.
wrong.
I just hate that.
Yeah, as
like,
long as you have the Wavebird, I'm happy.
Right.
with that, like Nintendo,
Best controller ever.
Nintendo is they're just weird about stuff. They
That's
don't.
true.
Anyway,
They have their moments for sure.
So let's get back to Dota because that's what this podcast is
Yes.
specifically about. Only Dota. That's all we talk about.
yes,
Because people are hungry for offlane gaming. We're going off topic.
So in reshuffling news, as a reminder, teams to be eligible for direct invites to the regional qualifier
For the next
or
major.
the major directly must finish their roster changes at September 9th, 2015 at 12 a.m. Pacific Daylight
September
Time.
5th.
September 5th. So
What did
this
I say?
Saturday.
So you said September 9th.
Oh, it's September 5th.
So it's
Yeah,
soon.
It's Saturday.
Yeah.
Saturday at 12. So basically Friday night.
Yeah, Friday night Pacific time.
Yeah.
Midnight Pacific.
So any team that undergoes changes after that will lose their chance for direct invite.
Now it implies that they could still get in through a qualifier.
Right, yeah.
Through the open qualifier.
yeah.
Right.
Correct.
Yeah, there's always
Yeah.
going to be open qualifiers.
Which is
it
what
seems.
that's basically what who did that? Was it Nar that did that for TI?
Sounds
No,
right.
Summer's Rift.
Arrow?
Yeah,
or-
Summer's Rift tried
Summer's
to.
Rift.
Summer's Rift.
And
yeah.
didn't.
Right, they lost out. So too bad for them. So here's some more confirmed news. Fogged has revealed a new roster for this next season coming up, consisting of Team Archon teammate Bleak/Chad,
Chad.
Jimmy Demon Ho,
Yeah, Demon.
Path of Exile legend Mason/XEG stand-in, basically.
Yeah, stood in for Fear in TI3.
Clairvoyance,
Four,
who coached
yeah, four.
for Cloud9. And
Yep,
is that enough people? Fogged.
Yep, that's 5.
Chad, Demon,
The numbers add up.
Mason, and Clairvoyance.
Yeah.
Okay.
It adds up.
Yeah.
What's their team name?
Don't know.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
The Mason stack.
I think you'd have to have your roster. You don't have to have your team name locked. Huh?
Yeah.
Team name lock. Yeah, no, I don't think so. I think the roster is the important part.
So I'd like to watch that team.
Demon's on it, so I'm in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm in
sounds
hard.
interesting.
It'd be fun
Fog's
to
on
watch.
it, so it won't last more than 3 months.
Right. That guy knows his stuff, though. Like, when he does,
Dude
like,
knows-
analysis
him-
and commentary.
He and Clairvoyance,
Yeah.
dude, that team is going to be able to outthink themselves,
Yeah.
which they probably will.
Right. In For Clovers and Leprechaun news,
Yeah.
they've completed their roster. It consists of EGM.
Yeah, EGM back in the scene.
It was rumored he was going back to Alliance, but that is not true.
That did not happen.
Sexy Bambo.
Oh yeah, sexy bamboo.
Sakska?
Shashka,
Sachka. Say, what is it?
Sashka, I believe.
Yeah. Piecat and Swift Ending.
Oh, that's a new guy.
So
Interesting.
the squad has confirmed their attendance to
really?
the Gaming
Okay, weird.
Resorts land. What the heck is the Gaming Resorts land?
It's like this land that this I forget who's putting it on, but it's like at a resort.
Is it at Sandals?
No, I think it's at a resort in Dubai.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
I think it is.
Okay, all right.
But yeah, it seems pretty
I'm
legit.
going to look more into this. I don't
Yeah, it
know
seems
too much
pretty
about
legit.
this. Yeah. Bone 7
from Cloud9.
has a stack put together. Some guy named Asuna
No idea who that
Buffy,
is. So
Bisa,
we don't even know these guys.
Kikoni.
Great, wonderful.
and some other people by the name of Kai P.
Oh yeah, Kai P. So Kai P was Cloud9 before Cloud9 was Cloud9.
Okay. Well, there you go. So they got some people going together. Never heard of any of those guys except for Bone 7. I'm sure they'll do great. Big Daddy,
probably not.
No Tail, and Fly are
I tell
officially
you what,
back together.
I am so excited. Ben, you can get excited about this, right?
Sure.
Yeah. So Big Daddy No Tail and Fly are back together again. The best friends from Fnatic back in the day. Really, I think my first favorite team in all of like watching Dota or anything.
I'm excited
was
for
that
you.
Fnatic
I'm
team.
excited for you.
I loved that.
That's
team.
great.
It's going to be a good team. I'm excited.
I'm excited about it too. And No Tail's going to be playing mid. I'm so excited.
Okay.
I'm so excited.
Well, he played support for Fnatic, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But yeah, I think it's going to be good.
Yeah, I agree. Art Style has officially left Na'Vi.
Yeah,
they
so
have
they
now
did.
gone through several captains in the last year, including FNG, Go Black, and Vanscore.
Is this
Yeah,
the
so
last
fourth?
Will Dendy ever leave Navi? Is he ever going to leave?
I don't.
I think he's
I
there
don't think
forever,
so.
right?
I think so.
I don't even know if there's a contract or something that he's signed that makes him there forever.
Yeah.
No, I think I just think people would have a hard time.
He's going to
seeing him.
retire from Navi.
He's like
I
Kobe
think.
Bryant.
I think so.
He's
He's
like
going
Kobe
to be
Bryant.
there forever.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't think you.
I would be shocked.
Yeah, I would be too. Honestly,
Yeah, it'd be really interesting.
Yeah.
even though the teams are terrible now.
Well, that's what I'd be shocked if he left, though. It just
Yeah,
seems
no,
like
I'm with you.
he's staying there.
Yeah, him and Xbox are there for the long haul.
You think Xbox is there forever? Huh?
I think so.
I think he would leave before Dendy does.
I would agree with that.
One Tugs McBode is suggesting that Navi's holding him hostage. He's too profitable.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
he's
I
so
wouldn't be surprised
popular.
by it.
I think
Yeah.
they'll pay him whatever he wants.
I would not be.
I think
surprised
so.
by that.
I don't imagine that. I mean, as long as it makes sense financially, like why would you? Why would
Yeah,
you
why
kick
would
him?
you?
Do you think they like give him like M&Ms and it's only the green ones and stuff like that?
Yeah, like a Rolling Stones.
Yeah, like he's got all these weird
Ozzy
requests.
Show writer.
Yeah.
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 He's
Yeah,
like-
I can hope. I can.
I
really
hope. I hope he's. I mean, he's supposedly like the nicest guy ever. I've never met
Right,
the guy,
exactly.
but I would hope that he's like totally
Oh,
a
how could
diva
he-
and has all this stuff that he wants specifically.
I hope so, but
Yeah.
I also hope that he's very nice about it as well.
He gets hand massages in between like matches that he plays.
that
and
would be
stuff.
great.
That would be nice.
Well,
That would be really
Dendy
nice.
gets it. Dendy gets
Yeah,
what he wants.
Dendy would get that. Dendy
Yeah.
gets what Dendy wants, I'd imagine.
I teach my speaking of hand massages at Starbucks. I teach my fellow baristas hand e-gaming hand stretches or esports
I didn't know they existed.
hand stretches. Yeah, to combat mousing RSI,
What is that? What's mousing RSI?
repetitive stress injury.
Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you do like the open palm and then you close and then you do like the chair and then you do like the half.
What if your hands can't make these motions in general?
That explains why we're losing so much.
I don't
See,
think I can.
this finger's all jammed up and messed up. I don't know what's wrong with. See, look at this finger, Brian.
Oh, you got that weird like.
you got
club hand thing going on.
I don't know what that.
no,
is.
you have like
I think I broke it or
Norwegian
something.
disease or whatever.
Yeah,
I've got-
Vikings disease.
That hasn't even hit yet. Just wait for that to happen. That's just the.
Yeah, and you won't have any.
That's just the recipe to disaster
Yeah.
that's going to be coming
You're
my
gonna be all,
way.
like, club handy.
They got to jam needles in your hands.
They have to like jam needles in your hand and like rip your hands apart.
Ugh.
My dad listens to the
awful.
show and he's passed this on to me through Hereditary.
Congratulations.
Thanks. So I'm excited about
Very
this.
excited.
I haven't had any symptoms yet, but apparently it might happen.
Jared, can we get a bumper played for this next bit of news here?
For my Vikings disease?
This is the next the owie stack.
Oh, okay. So
Let's get a thing here.
Yeah, these are definitely a buy.
I don't want any more bull anytime during the day from anyone. That includes me.
From anyone. A new lineup has entered the fold with Dota Cinema's Suns fan founding a team called Digital Chaos.
Digital Chaos.
Which that's like something like a 14-year-old would name themselves in Yahoo chat in
or
1999.
a guy that's name is Suns fan.
Correct. Yes. I'm actually really excited about this team though.
I really am too.
The lineup consists of.
Are you really?
of,
I really am.
I just feel for Owie.
Oh, what?
I do.
No, this is going to be a decent
TC
team.
can farm anything.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, go ahead.
The
Go
poor
ahead.
guy. He got the raw into this deal for
I
sure.
disagree.
Team consists of
probably a little bit.
TC, Yawar, Bulba, AUI 2000, and Buryu?
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 Buryu? I don't know that guy, but
They had a really nice official launch on the website, and they
Yeah.
have a whole team supporting them. I mean, they have
And
Dota Cinema supporting them. That's
which I don't think
that's
is
like
a thing
the most-
anymore, by the way.
It's the most popular Dota 2 channel on YouTube
Yeah. Well, it's merging with what we're going to be talking about here in a few minutes, isn't it?
with Moonsheep or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's not even close. I don't think,
Starduck.
is
Starduck.
it? All right, what else you got?
Oh yeah, Yawar.
You are, yes.
Shoot Wolf Summer points out that
older brother.
yes, Yawar is
Samael's older brother.
correct.
Who's
Older-
also pretty good on Storm
So he's
Spirit.
probably too old to play Dota.
Probably.
Too old to begin the training.
Sold my bike to play Dota.
Buryu is a Chinese young support player, pub
Okay.
star.
Cool. I'm in. I think it's going to be great.
New team surrounding Karaoke, Fünf Jungs. It was rumored to be an all German team, but that is not true.
Yeah, because they couldn't find German players.
Right. It's Karaoke, Fata, Jerax,
Matumba Man
Matumba Man, and Mind Control.
and Mind Control. I'm actually pretty excited about this team, too. I think Jerax is a great player.
I think Jerax is great too. He was on MVP, whatever.
Yep.
MVP Hot Six.
Hot six.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Fata is such a solid player. That dude never loses the lane, it feels like.
He's good. He's a good player.
He's very good. So Matumba Band's great, too. This is a team I'm pretty excited about.
Yeah.
Plus, we're going to see Kuroki carry again, I think. So, very excited about
He's
that.
been wanting to play carry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's so good.
Yeah, he's a good player.
So good.
And I love that he's like an old man, but he's only 22. he's like a younger Ben, really.
Yeah, except the same personality, it seems.
Exactly. Yeah. Alliance has announced a new roster consisting of all Swedes again, so maybe the
Yeah,
chances
we're
for
going-
TI6 are looking good
We're
again.
Going back to Swedish.
We have Loda, S4, the Bulldonger is back on the team
Yep.
in an official capacity. Mynuts and Ake.
So really, I'm excited about this. And Ben, I think you would be too, right? I mean, it's basically 4 of the 5 from the TI3 champions,
Yeah.
and one of the best one of the best players to listen to cast while he's playing.
I think
with
if
Mynuts.
you think about it,
It's just funny.
they really just spent a period
'Cause I'm a
cross training with other
12-year-old
players,
boy.
right?
Yeah.
So they just learned a bunch from other players, and now they're going to come back together.
Yeah.
So I think it could be really exciting to watch. I totally agree. Yeah.
No, I think it's gonna be
I think
fun.
they could be pretty good, and they could fall flat like they did with
Oh, for sure.
this TI. But
For sure.
yeah, I think they could. It could really benefit them to get that other experience.
Yeah, and Mynuts is actually a really good player, and he's Swedish, so
Yeah.
everything worked out great.
Worked out well for him. EG made an official announcement that Zai will be their official stand-in.
It doesn't make any sense.
I mean, it does.
Sure, it
I
does.
guess you're right.
It's like drafting a player that you don't intend on having him play at all the first year.
Yeah, no.
Right? I mean, you basically put him on a roster just in case you want him when he's ready to play again.
And Zai is a great guy to have as a stand-in just because he can play any position.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I think it makes them a stronger team.
No, I don't
think
disagree.
I think it's
I
a
don't
huge
disagree.
thing.
Well, and with him in school, you know, he can, you know, he's just needed occasionally.
He's still going
Yeah.
to play Dota.
Yeah, yeah.
It's good for
Yeah.
Zai and it's good for EG, and it gives them that chance. Like I said, I think for them, it's maybe just setting them up for the future. So the question is,
Right.
who do they kick next? That's the question, right?
In a stunning move, PPD kicks himself.
just wait, yeah, just waiting for, waiting to kick somebody else off the team once Zai's ready
Yeah.
to come back.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, it's old EG plus Sumail now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Plus Sumail. Yeah. You're
Isn't
right.
that weird how all that... Can we just take a second to like digest that crazy storyline of like star players from EG leaving to go form another team, that team having a pretty rough go, well, doing really well up until
Well,
TI.
underperforming like crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now going back to EG.
Yeah, that's exactly
It's
what happened.
it's a great storyline.
It's a great storyline.
It's going to be really interesting to see how this team performs. I'm excited to see Fear play support again.
Yeah.
I'm really excited.
He
for that.
needs to. It's
That
it's
dude is
less,
so good.
Less of a strain on your body. It is though. I don't think you have to click as much.
Give me a break, Ben.
Yeah.
No, I'm serious. I don't think you have to click as much.
I think a good support.
I
user.
click a lot when I play support.
just saying.
Good supports too. Well, you don't have to. You're not last hitting. I guess you're denying and stuff.
Yeah. Or pulling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
don't
don't think
It's
APM has
different.
anything to do with it.
But pulling. I think pulling takes less APM than last hitting.
I don't
Yeah,
think
sure.
I don't think APM is a factor into
Well, I don't
too.
think it is either. But I'm just saying, like, you have to walk over to the creep camps.
Sure.
You walk.
You realize
back.
you're not physically walking, right?
No, but what are you doing while you're I mean, I guess if you're good, you're like clicking around the map and stuff. I don't know.
All right,
you're
we're
looking
moving
at other
on to the
parts of the
next
map.
bit of news here.
I think
Let's talk about Starfish Studios.
I think it's meant to conserve Fear's body.
let's move on before Ben spreads more propaganda about old men. Okay,
I'm older than Fear. I can say these things.
a combination. You are older than Fear.
That's true,
Congratulations.
yeah.
But Cheeks is older than you.
That's fine. If
and-
Cheeks was here, he'd agree with me. We'd be having a nice conversation about kind of preserving an old man body for Dota and putting them in a support role. That's what we would be having that conversation.
I will say Ray Gagney in Twitch does agree with you, Ben. Lower mechanical skill required for support.
Thank you.
Old man's position.
Thank you. That's what I thought.
And OC Panda is telling you to pull more than one camp at a time.
Well,
Be
whatever.
a man. Be a
Yeah,
man,
be a-
Ben.
Be a man. You're lucky I pulled
support
camps.
well.
You never pulled camps for me.
That's why we're doing better now.
Yeah, exactly. You just enjoy those camps I
right.
pulled. You usually complain when I am pulling camps. You're like, Ben, why aren't you babysitting me? Ben.
I just want you to do everything.
Somebody right clicked me. Help me. Help
Yeah.
me.
All right,
Hurt him.
Let's talk about Moonduck Studio.
Okay.
This is an amalgamation
Well,
of
Moonduck Studio and agency.
an agency, correct?
Yeah.
What is the connotation of the agency?
Well, the whole idea behind it is that they want to get other people involved, like up and comers involved in esports. So basically, giving people an opportunity to cut their teeth
Ben,
in the
stop
professional
touching your pop
thing.
filter with your headphone cord.
I'm not trying to. It's my headphone cord is doing it.
But yeah,
Something's wrong with our setup today. This never happens.
it's because Brian moved everything.
I know.
did.
This is the problem. You're
This is what
blaming
you
me.
get for cleaning your office.
Yeah, don't
man.
clean next time. Go ahead. What were you saying?
But yeah, the whole agency behind it, they have the idea that they want to get other people involved in esports that want to get involved in esports. So people like OD Pixel and like Sir Action Slacks that were just basically, within the realm of, the Dota community, but weren't really doing it as a career.
Yeah, well, good for them.
So that's why the whole agency is there. At least that's what I read.
Okay.
But anyway, let's talk about who's doing it.
Yeah, so we have Zyori as the quote-unquote host.
So I think that he's kind of
Who put this together? Was it Zyori that put this all together?
I'm not sure.
Like, who's the business
Yeah.
mind behind this?
I'm not entirely sure either.
I have a suspicion that it's probably Suns fan because it's him and like the kind of back-end business manager is Sajidine
Sajidine or something.
or whatever her name
Yeah.
is. So I have a suspicion that it's them kind of maybe being the brainchild,
Right.
potentially.
That very well could be.
I'm not sure. And that's just speculation.
It's all speculation.
Yeah.
There's huge names on the list. I
Yeah,
think
so we
that's
have
something.
We have Zyori, OD Pixel, Suns fan, Draskell, Purge, Cinderin, Mott, Pimp Muckle, Sir Action Slacks, and that's it.
Yeah, so, I mean, really, not necessarily a star-studded cast, but I think...
Oh, I think so. Those are huge names in Dota 2.
I think Cinderin definitely is.
Is this like the equivalent of having like a talent agency or like having like an agent for sporting events? Like, is this a way to manage the talent? Is that what's going on?
Not necessarily that kind of agency. I think they're trying to get their foot in the door of like being another option for an English stream as opposed to just Beyond the Summit, which, I mean, they basically cornered the market after
they were the name.
Too Good Studio or Join Dota.
So they're trying to build a bigger competitor to try to take on the other big ones, basically.
I think so.
Okay.
But then at the same time, giving people the opportunity to kind of cut their teeth and be discovered if they want to be.
Yeah.
Okay.
Agree.
Well, there you go.
I don't think it's a bad thing at all. The name is absolutely horrific.
It's
about par for the course.
I mean, it's not
for the Dota community, I think.
But my favorite podcast company or studio is called Frog Pants Studio, so there's that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's weird for the industry.
Yeah, I guess
I don't
not.
think so either. But with that said, I don't like the name.
I don't either, but it's not weird for the industry.
Yeah.
That's just a personal preference thing.
Right.
Yeah.
And Frog Pants, the first time you heard it was probably kind of weird. So
I kind of like that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Frog Pants makes me think of that guy from Chrono Trigger.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Frog Pants.
The Frog Pants guy from Chrono Trigger.
Right.
The Frog
That guy.
Man. Yeah. Let's see here. Okay.
What are we doing here?
Next bit of news here. ESL New York, Jared.
Yeah.
Give us a little bit of info on what's going on here.
I don't know the dates of it, honestly. But it looks like we have two teams that are officially invited. Both Virtus Pro and Team Secret have been invited with their new rosters. Well, VP is not a new roster. It's the same one.
Yeah.
But, Team Secret, their new roster has been officially invited. They're going to invite two more teams directly. And then there's going to be 4 teams that are going to have regional qualifiers, like the 4 normal regions. So
they've already announced 2 teams, correct?
Yeah, well, 2 teams being VP and Secret.
It's interesting that... Oh, yeah. Well, who's on Team Secret now? EE?
Yeah.
Eternal Envy?
Eternal Envy, Puppy, Weeha.
Yeah.
Shit, I don't even remember the other 2, but...
Other people.
Yeah, 2 other people.
Well, it's interesting that they invited... Well, VP I can understand inviting because they're still a really good team. Like, they haven't changed anyone.
Right.
But Team Secret's like a completely different team now. So
right.
Who else do we assume will be invited? I would assume
EG.
Evil Genius.
EG, obviously.
And then...
I don't know. There's such a shakeup with things. It's kind of weird.
Well, I mean, they're probably going to invite one of the Chinese teams.
Is there going to
be Vici.
Is there a tournament before this?
I don't. Not a major one.
Like, is there any way for people to really sort out who these teams are?
I don't think so.
It's just based on the player reputation.
We have the Dota Resort tournament or whatever it is.
Yes.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is that
Team Secret will be there? Team Secret will be at that one.
Is the Dota Resort tournament the one that decides this? I mean, how does Valve pick these invite teams?
Valve doesn't. ESL does.
Oh, okay. You mean for ESL?
Yeah.
But I guess I'm thinking even further ahead. How is Valve going to pick this? Probably based on ESL, right?
I mean, that would probably factor into it.
I would think.
I would assume the same way they picked TI.
Yeah.
No, but there was more going. I think it's going to be more challenging for them.
Oh, I don't disagree.
They either need to lock in the rosters for longer than one tournament.
Yes.
Which they said they might. They basically left it open to be able to do that.
Right.
Or I don't know what else. Right? If there's not these little mini tournaments anymore leading up to something, I'm not sure how you.
Because with all these reshuffles, they have no data to go off.
That's what I'm saying. You don't have anything to go off of other than like player reputation, right?
Yeah.
So I'm curious how that's all going to shape up.
Yeah. No, totally. It's going to be interesting, but I'm excited to see the first major tournament after, not necessarily quote unquote major.
Yeah.
But like the first big tournament.
Big tournament. Yeah.
After all these roster changes and everything. I'm excited for it. I definitely need to...
Feels like the scene is still moving too fast.
Kind of, yeah.
It's just a lot going on.
I guess.
I don't know. That's just my thought. It's going to be a lot to keep track of outside of the majors.
Yeah.
It seems like there's a lot to keep track of just considering the majors. Because when do those start? Like, was it September or something, right?
Yeah, I think qualifiers do.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they start in the middle of September. Yeah.
So it's going to be crazy.
Yeah, very coming up soon.
All right, let's move on to Hero of the Week.
You're tougher than Axe Spot. Come along.
Feeding time.
Have a cookie.
Meepo. More Meepo.
I love you guys. Oh, I love you guys.
The hero of the week is Broodmother.
Broodmother.
I'm going to kind of lean on. Last Talon is in the chat room here, and
You're going to lean on somebody who's not here on the podcast.
Broodmother is his hero. So get ready for a lot of bad information from us and correct information from Last Talon.
Perfect.
So okay, here we go. Broodmother is a melee agility hero.
What's the lore?
The lore is
Don't read it. Just tell me it. Tell me the lore.
She's a spider
Okay.
who wants to put other spiders into the world and take over said ancients with spiders.
What do you think
I
about?
think you nail it. I think
do you think
it.
the giant spider thing matches the rest of the Dota theme, if you will? Do you like it? Do you think it fits?
Yeah,
I
think
don't make any difference to me at this juncture.
Okay.
it makes no difference to me.
You don't think it matters?
I think it fits.
Okay.
It
I'm
seems
just
like, it
curious.
seems like you don't.
It's really different than a lot of the other hero designs.
I would agree
right?
with that. There definitely is.
There's
But I
no-
think it's okay to have different heroes.
I think it's great.
Yeah. I think it adds
Just a little different.
a little bit of spice to life.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm a little surprised the spider can talk. That's kind of weird. But I guess it happens in Lord of the Rings and stuff too.
Well, not just that, but are you surprised by all the centaurs walking around in this game, Ben?
No, that doesn't surprise me at all. that seems normal.
Seems perfectly.
The talking spider is kind of weird.
How
yeah.
about the blue cow?
the blue cow? Is
That
I think
has
I'm
a
also
mace.
okay. I'm a little confused why the cow is from outer space and everybody else seems more grounded in a fantasy type of world, but I can get over that.
But a talking spider, you're like, I
Talking
have
spider.
to draw the line somewhere.
I'm not even drawing the line. It's just it's a little bit more of a stretch for me, but I'll get over it.
Sure,
It's fine.
whatever. Aragog.
Can we get through this to kind of
I thought this was
offset
it.
your crankiness towards the end of the show?
I'm not even cranky. I feel like I'm in a great mood.
I'm just trying to get the show done before you just like your timer goes off or whatever.
Oh,
Your internal timer.
I gotcha. That's
Yeah.
fine. You can keep going through. I just wanted to. I was curious about the lore.
Yeah. So Broodmother is
Wow,
a
Brian's pushing the
melee
show today.
He is. He's pushing the show hard.
Okay.
melee agility hero who is famous for. You kind of draft her to like control lanes and push lanes, right? I mean,
Yeah, I mean, really,
that's all you're doing with her.
really, you draft her late in the draft to just basically f the other people.
Yeah, you're hoping she doesn't get banned.
Yeah,
It seems like if she doesn't get banned, it's almost an insta pick in competitive.
Yeah,
competitive
sometimes.
Dota
Which is
2.
so weird
Yeah.
because we didn't think that was going to happen when she first came out.
yeah,
I remember we're not really sure about the hero, other than the hero having like broken pathing.
yeah. Well,
It was
Yeah.
like broken and then really bad and then like broken but okay, I guess.
yeah, yeah.
It was always kind of exploitable.
Oh, for sure, exploitable. Yeah,
It still is
there's no
to a
doubt
certain
about that
extent.
one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that's my glass.
it was.
Yeah.
It was.
Okay, so let's talk about her abilities here.
right.
Her Q is spawn spiderlings. Broodmother
Okay.
injects her young into
Ugh.
an enemy unit,
I don't like that at all.
dealing damage. The spiderlings will hatch if the target is killed while under this influence.
Sounds uncomfortable.
I don't
Yeah.
like that at all.
The damage is actually quite respectable. At level 1, it's 75.
All right.
Scales up to 300 at
300.
level 4.
Okay,
That's not bad.
that's not bad.
It's not bad.
That's not bad.
Number of spiderlings also spawns with how you level it up. You get 1 spiderling at level 1.
You get 4 at 4.
You get 4 at level 4. Debuff duration is 2 seconds. So yeah, you cast this thing and you have 2 seconds to kill the dude if you want spiderlings.
How many do you get at level 3?
6. No, you get 3. Then.
Oh, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
Imagine that.
I didn't know.
it scales literally.
Scale a little
Literally.
differently.
Literally.
Literally, yeah.
Literally.
The spiderlings last for 60
really hard to
seconds.
say.
So there you go.
All right, 60 seconds. Jesus, that's a long time.
It is a long time, yes.
What the hell?
What else does she
Those
have?
sons of bitches.
She has Spin Web. Spins a large web that renders Broodmother invisible,
Mm-hmm.
grants a passive movement speed increase, gives free movement, and boosts regeneration while in its vicinity. Spin Web charges restore every 40 seconds.
Yeah.
If damage is taken, free movement is disabled, and the movement speed increases half for 6 seconds. Spin Web can be
Okay.
cast from anywhere as long as the new web touches an existing web. Webs never expire and can be manually destroyed. When the maximum limit of webs is exceeded, the oldest web expires. So I would assume the first web you can put wherever you want.
Yeah.
What is that?
That's pretty weird. You clicked
Something
on an
about
ad.
ballot issues.
Hold on. Oh, it's
Oh.
from Dota 2 Wiki. What?
Oh, no.
There's ads. Why don't you just push the mute button?
Hold on. I got it.
I'm gonna solve it.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Easier way to solve
Responsible Ohio. Come
Yeah.
on.
Isn't that a marijuana campaign?
that. I don't know.
Yeah, actually,
think it
I'm pretty
is.
sure it is.
Yeah. Great. Legalize it, folks.
Sure.
Okay. So there's all this stuff about webs, you guys. Maximum number of charges scales linearly with levels.
Sure. So 1 to 4 again.
1 to 4. Max amount of webs 2 to 8.
Okay.
Fade delay for invisibility when you're in the webs is 2 seconds.
Which is a little longer than some of the other
Takes 2
ones.
seconds. But that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Well, yeah, it's a
Because
balance
she has
thing.
free freaking movement.
Right.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, it makes sense. She's a spider, but...
The health regen bonus, 2 at level 1, 8 at level 4.
Wow, all right. Yeah, that's
Which is
all right.
okay.
It's pretty okay.
Move speed bonus 40% at level 1, 70% at level 4. Recharge time is 40 seconds.
God.
Okay.
Ray Gagny says 420 booty wizard, everyone.
I don't think you're ever allowed to be in control of Twitch chat again.
Yeah,
You
great.
get-
this is
you
never
get-
gonna happen
You get
again.
so distracted.
No, this is
true.
great. I'm
No.
going back and forth just fine.
I don't.
You think so.
You think so, but you're not.
No, 420 booty wizard is important. That
is.
takes us back to TI5, Ben.
It's
That's
not
true.
important to me.
It's true.
I was more interested in
What
the
is
webs.
important to you, Ben?
The lore for this talking spider.
The lore is she's
We
a
already
spider.
we already went over it. I feel content with
All
the
right,
lore.
so Broodmother casts webs.
I'm still laughing about the booty wizard.
E is Broodmother's passive called Incapacitating Bite. Broodmother's venom cripples enemy units, causing her attacks to slow, as well as giving the affected unit a chance to miss its attacks. Move speed slows 10% at level 1, 40% at level 4.
Okay.
Miss chance is 30% at level 1, 60% at level 4,
That's very
and
right.
duration is 2 seconds.
Great.
And that's a passive. Oh, God.
Yeah.
That's really nice, isn't it?
The
God, I hate
it
Broodmother.
doesn't stack, but the debuff gets.
I actually think that might be why she's so popular.
That's a really
nice slow.
Yeah, it is. Why don't we play more Broodmother?
I think it's the webs and the
You
spider
don't like
that are why she's popular.
No,
I
I think
think-
it's the whole package.
Yeah.
But I think the
I
slow
think
is
she's a
the
big
slow is
package.
probably why the pros pick her,
Yeah, she's got a nice package.
or part of why they.
It's
pick
got a
her.
nice package.
What's the ultimate ability?
The ultimate is
420
insatiable hunger, a violent lust for vital fluids, increases
again.
Broodmother's attack damage and gives her a vampiric attack. Attack damage bonus is 60 at level 1.
All right.
And then 90 and 120. Lifesteal is 60, 80, 100.
Whoa.
Pretty good.
That's pretty
for,
all right.
Lasts for 14 seconds.
Yeah.
The damage is added as raw damage.
Oh, really?
So it can be reduced by enfeeble, but not amplified by empower, whatever that is.
Empowers Magnus's
Special ability.
Oh, right. It can crit and cleave.
Oh. Well, that's nice.
Fully stacks with all other sources of lifesteal.
Pretty big deal too.
Yeah.
God. Ugh.
Don't the spiderlings do something else? Okay, yes. So the spiderlings have their own kind of sub abilities. They have a poison sting.
Okay.
It gives a 12% move speed slow,
Yep.
and that is all.
Yeah, that's still good.
Oh no, and 8 damage per second. It puts a dot on them as well.
Oh. For 2 seconds.
That's
and
not
6
bad.
seconds on creep. Okay. Yeah.
That's not bad.
Yeah. That's all right. I'll take it.
Um,
And then also there's the spawn spider light.
Spiderite.
Spiderite.
Spiderite, yes. Applies debuff on attack. If debuffed unit dies, a spiderite will spawn. So
So you get one
when
of
a
those
when a spiderling attacks somebody, it puts the spiderite debuff on them. And if they kill somebody, yeah, explain this, Jared.
so your babies make more babies.
Correct. Yeah,
It's babies making babies.
they spawn one,
Roughly, yeah.
but they're littler guys.
Yeah. Yeah, they're littler, yes.
Yeah.
There we go.
So there you have it. That's
So she makes spiders by making spiders by making spiders.
correct. That's
Ugh.
Broodmother.
That's so terrible.
So let's
Sounds
kind of
awful.
talk about reasons you pick Broodmother.
Okay.
And I guess the play
She's
style
obnoxious
of Broodmother.
to lane against.
I
That's
think
one
you picked
reason,
her
right?
to destroy the other team's ancient.
Okay. Yes.
Well, yeah.
But Jared, if you were drafting, you're a resident drafter. Why do you draft Broodmother?
We don't.
Okay,
because,
great. You're not helping me out here. Jared.
Jared, let's go with this. You said 5 minutes ago that we should be playing more Broodmother.
Yeah, I feel like we should. Okay, so I think that she's a great hero to take over a lane. If you want to kind of exploit the other team, like kind of their safe lane, she's a great hero that would be able to harass really well. She'd be able to get experience as long as you have sentries of your own to take out their sentries.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think that she's a really dominant laner,
Yeah.
and she can take over a game if she's given enough freedom pretty easily.
Yeah.
Okay, that works.
Yeah, I mean,
Spiderlings are also notable for their use in combination with webs to provide vision and control the enemy jungle via camp block and camp steal.
Yeah, see, that's
Who
another reason
said that?
we don't.
10th Tech Priest.
Okay.
So yeah, that's another thing that like we wouldn't be able to exploit because we're not good at the game.
Why do the pros pick her, Jared? You watch a lot of pro.
It's because there is a lot of exploitation that can go on with it. Like Ice, when you watch him play Broodmother, it's amazing because he has spiderlings all over the map at all times. So you can there's so much vision that is gained from that, and so much information. Because Dota is one of the most important things about Dota is information. That's why you always talk about needing wards. You talk about how important the towers are. It's for information about where the other team is, their movements, what they have in their inventory, things like that. That's what makes it really important. Broodmother gives you so much information, or can, if it's played well.
So that makes sense why the pros are grabbing her, because she has a decent kit. But
absolutely.
You're like information wins, right? Especially at the pro level.
Absolutely.
Knowing where your enemy is a huge difference maker.
If you just ignore the lane that she's in, like she's just going to push down all the towers.
Yeah. She's a great pusher. Absolutely. And she can take over the enemy jungle really easily.
Yeah.
Like you just put her in the off lane, she throws a couple webs in, all of a sudden she has taken over the other jungle. And taken that farm away from your team because she's infested it, basically.
Last Talent
Freaking
says
Broodmother.
you pick her to control an area very well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's essentially the truth. Yep.
Which makes sense why you see her in the off lane so often.
Absolutely.
Especially on Radiant side.
Yeah, because she doesn't need a support.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So
we did see C-Deck put her mid to great
Yeah,
success.
that was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
that was
really
interesting.
weird.
That was weird, but it worked really well.
Pulled it off.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that you just pick her to exploit the other team, their weakness. So if there's not much AOE like control the other team has, Broodmother can really go ham because she's going to get a huge army of little spiders going, and then it's really hard to kill all of them.
Yeah.
Any particular matchups to watch out for or pairings that she works well with?
Pairings that she works well with?
Sure. Either way. Like either people that she really synergizes well with or people you don't want to have her up against.
You don't want to have her up against anything that has like cleave or AoE damage, so like Luna. She comes to mind right away. The Glaives, I think, would be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Axe
Is,
Legion Commander.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are ones that
AoE
deal with
damage.
Broodmother pretty well.
Okay.
I would think
Juggernaut.
I would think drafts she fits in well with are probably like teams that fight well as 4.
Right.
I would think because she wants to be alone, I think, right?
Yeah, she wants to be by herself. Yeah, that's a good point.
Ember Spirit.
Yeah.
Ember Spirit's a good counter. Earthshaker, Meepo, Luna.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I think those are the big ones. It synergizes well with. I really don't know of anything offhand that she really synergizes well with because she's such a singular hero.
Yeah.
The only one that I would like to see that doesn't work as well as you think it would be Lycan and his Howl. It does affect the spiderings, I'm pretty sure. So that could be kind of powerful because you get a lot of extra damage on those guys.
Sure.
Or anybody that has like an arm or a damage buff that goes to.
My name is Yogi
Control.
is suggesting a good counter in Slardar for the ultimate stealth detection or whatever.
Yeah. I'm not crazy about it, but
Yeah.
against Broodmother herself, yeah, I guess that kind of makes sense.
Right.
I was thinking of it more against the spiders because that's really where she gets out of control is with the little spider guys.
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk items on her.
You can do a lot of things.
Yeah. So I think you really want to get Dota 2 Wiki is suggesting an Orchid, Vlad's, and Power Treads
As your core items.
as your core items.
And I think
I think that makes a lot of sense. You don't need phase boots on her because she gets the extra movement speed from
the
from
webs.
from the webs.
You actually see some people not even build boots.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah. So you just go the greedy kind of build and just try to get everything up and stay in your webs as often as possible. So
Yeah. And the Vlad's is good for the spiderlings and the spiderites.
yeah,
Because obvious reasons.
right. That's a good point.
But why the Orchid? Why do you go Orchid on her?
Because you can catch people out really easily.
Okay.
And that's the whole idea. If you're going to play Broodmother as a more like fighting in your face kind of guy, the Orchid makes a lot of sense because you can catch people out. You have a web down, silence them right away, and then you're doing damage to them.
You're trying to burst them down.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
I like it.
yeah, you also can build a Dagon if that's the case as well.
Okay.
And go kind of
All right.
crazy. Zai was the one that kind of did that
Yeah.
more than anybody else. So
Last Talon does bring up, it is interesting to note that the spiders also give a bounty when you kill them.
That is true.
I can't believe we forgot about that.
that's a good
That's
point.
probably why we don't
That's
pick.
another big counter to her. Is
Yeah.
Well, that's a
You
good reason
feed
we
gold.
don't pick it.
They give
Probably because
between-
of that.
they
We don't
give-
need to feed any more gold.
They give between 16 and 21 per spider.
Yeah, that's significant. Yeah, you can get an extra 200-300 gold out of somebody
Yeah.
really easily if you take out her whole army.
Oh, no, that's the spiderites. The spiderlings give between 11 and 13, and the spiderites give between 16 and 21. So
Oh, wow.
a little bit more. The
Yeah.
spiderites
Interesting.
do, yeah.
Interesting.
So you got to be very careful with those.
That's true.
It's like when Undying Zombies used to give
Oh
gold.
god, that was such a pain in the ass.
Bad time.
I still played the hell out of them.
So other items are, typical melee carry items: BKB, Manta, Butterfly, MKB,
AC.
AC, that kind of stuff. So,
Yep. Yep.
so there you go.
She's pretty straightforward once you actually get the hang of her.
I think so. You're basically trying to create space for the rest of your team.
Right. Give
think.
information to everybody. And,
Yeah.
I like it.
And I think you win the game eventually.
Good
is the
hero.
idea.
Yeah, only recently came into captain's mode. So I think it was patch 6.83. Was that correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
I don't think we would be successful with Broodmother.
I don't think so either.
It does not fit.
No.
I wouldn't call Broodmother an advanced hero, but it's a hero that like you
requires a higher skill.
not even but just can feed easily because of the gold.
Well, yeah, there's that.
The gold from the spiderlings and
Yeah, for sure.
I would think that would be high skill then.
do you think so? Well,
Oh yeah, you have to have microcontrol. You don't want to just.
I don't think the microcontrol's that heavy though.
No, but
Yeah,
you don't want to.
You're actually good at it.
Okay,
don't
I
wanna-
can concede medium to high skill.
You don't want to just be throwing your.
I don't think
spiders
she's like
in.
the hardest character to use, but I
No.
think
Yeah.
she's
I don't
certainly
think
not
so
a good
either.
beginner character.
Yeah, but you can actually play Chen somewhat effectively. So your view of things is a little skewed.
I have
in
a
my
skewed
opinion.
view. Okay, I'm a Meepo player. This
Yeah,
is how this goes.
Yeah,
Right.
so
Necro
We do need to try some-
book as well.
For,
yes,
for pushing.
Necro-
Last
Yeah.
Talon suggests Necro.
that's a good point.
Cool.
Okay, let's move on. Let's move on to Noobs Ask Noobs.
Holy shit! If you want peace, you must prepare for war. If you want war, you must also prepare for war. The lesson is always prepare for war.
Always prepare for war.
Great lesson, Axe.
First question. Cheeks of Flappin is not here to give us our weekly Noobs Ask Noobs
Sad.
question. So I
really
combed
sad.
through the thread and
Congratulations.
and picked a couple.
Everyone's proud of you, Brian.
Thank you. First one comes from friend of the show, OC Panda, who I believe is tending to his crying baby.
Oh,
Aw, poor guy.
So,
Been there, OC, brother.
yes.
Hold strong.
Hold strong, brother.
Hold strong, Panda.
OC Panda asks, who is everyone's favorite teams coming out of the roster shuffle?
Oh, that's a great question.
So there's still some more teams to be announced, but
Yeah.
who are we liking the most?
Well, I'm excited to see the Big Daddy No Tail and Fly team play
Cool.
for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
Just they're two of my favorite players. So
I think EG got stronger, right? They got rid of
yeah,
they got rid of Owie. They obviously think they're making an improvement by doing that.
Controversial here, but I think I agree with you.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
they obviously thought it made their team stronger, and now they've got Zai sitting there ready to hop in if they need him. So
Yeah.
I think that's a good one. And then we already talked a little bit about Alliance, but I think I like where Alliance is after getting some kind of cross training, if you will, and some experience with some other teams.
yeah.
Well, I think they've
I'd like to
had-
see what they're going to do now.
I think Alliance has had some combination of the players that they already have, correct, in the past?
Well, that's the whole thing. But they've been
Well, yeah, my
they've
nuts
been
is
other
on there.
places,
Oh,
other
right.
places and stuff, learning other things.
Yeah,
They've basically reformed.
Yeah, and my nuts was there for a little while.
He
then
was, yeah.
wasn't, and then is, and wasn't, and
They've all been there before. They don't have
Yeah.
anybody who's like brand new to Alliance.
yeah,
Right.
But I think that's okay because they already know they can synergize together.
yeah.
And some of them have gone and done some other things, and now they can come back and maybe be stronger.
And I really like the teams as a whole. That team as a whole. So
Yeah.
I think they're all pretty affable guys, and
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
They're fine.
I'm actually really excited to see Digital Obsidian or whatever.
Oh, the team that
Digital Chaos.
Suns
Digital-
fans teams.
Digital Chaos. Yeah.
Digital Suns fan.
Oh,
I like the guys on that
that team's
team.
gonna
I really
be.
do too.
Oh, it just feels like it's gonna collapse. I don't believe in it.
Well,
at all.
it has fogged, so again, it's.
No. Digital Chaos does not.
I thought. Oh yeah,
It's
you're right, yeah.
it's Bulba and
Bulba.
Owie.
Yeah, I think that one could do
Yawar.
something.
No, it's not. It's poor Owie. That's all I'm gonna say.
Here's what I'm gonna say, Ben.
I don't know much about the sport, but I just think that he got the raw. end
Oh,
of
he
the deal.
got raw, so he got it pretty raw.
Here's my thoughts. I fully expect this team to crash and burn.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
But I am very excited to
I really like
watch
the
the
player-
whole ride.
yeah,
I like all the players.
Yeah. So I'm also then I guess excited to watch the Demon and Fogged show kind of play out and see what happens there.
it seems like we've got more of the like kind of established talent has spread out than I maybe anticipated. I think I was worried about having. It seems like a lot of these players are forming like a team with some of the pub stars and stuff that are out there, or some people who are not as well known. I think that's interesting. I thought we'd actually see like condensing of teams, and it looks like we're actually seeing the opposite. We're seeing some expansion going on.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
We were kind of talking a little bit before the show started about how this year's going to be
Weird.
for Dota.
Yeah.
It
is.
It's just going to be different, you know, with the majors and the majors and the majors.
Yeah,
It's
we
gonna
don't
be
know what it's
interesting.
going to look like.
Yeah.
Well, nobody does, and I think that's fine.
Valve doesn't know what it's going to look like, so it's going to be interesting.
I think it's safe to assume that whatever it looks like this year, it's going to be very different next year, just because of so much trial and error being involved this year. So
yeah, I would agree.
which is fine. I think that's okay.
Yeah, I would definitely agree.
Okay, next question.
Sure, yeah,
friend of
next
the
question.
show and freaking awesome Magnus player who will certainly destroy us in the WLDL, Hoju Simpson.
We get the pleasure of playing him again.
I believe he's the captain of the Canadians, as you were
Canadians.
calling him.
Maybe, yeah.
Canadians.
Which projected stage animation at TI5 was your favorite?
Oh yeah, this was pretty cool.
I liked the Witch Doctor one, I think.
So we're talking real quick. We're talking about the ones that were like projection mapped onto the floor.
Correct. Well,
Yeah,
and the
of
lights.
the
Like, it was
stage.
basically, it was
And
a,
the lights,
a
yeah.
lot of things going on at once. But I liked the Witch Doctor one just because it was kind of it was
pretty
it was
amazing.
basic, but it just felt kind of visceral just because you could see it. You could see the one team attacking the other team directly
Right.
with that ability.
Yeah, it was pretty intense.
And I think that was kind of fun. So I think I'd go with that one.
I think two of them that we saw a lot were pretty neat. Were the Walrus Punch and the Call Down.
Walrus Punch was cool.
Yeah,
Call Down was
cool.
pretty neat too.
yeah.
I'm going to start with my least favorite and
Okay.
then move on to my favorite.
Oh boy.
Perfect. Yeah.
Least favorite, without a doubt, Weave by Dazzle, because it was like flash photography every single time
It was
Weave
pretty
went
bright.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like pew 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 pew, you know, flashing in your eyes.
Yeah. that's
And
a
my
good point.
favorite was Kunkka's Ghost Ship.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
I don't know if I really saw it. What did it do?
we only saw it when Casey did like the walkthrough of like the projection mapping technology.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. I don't even remember.
Because Kunkka didn't get picked.
No, of course not.
That's another melee strength hero that I'm pretty good on.
Yeah,
By the way.
you like him.
Let's get you on Kunkka more, Jared.
Yeah,
We need to play to our strengths here.
Yeah. Right.
I think that was a neat idea. Some of them were a little bit, like you said, some of them would bother you because they got used a lot. But overall, it was something that added to the experience, I think.
I definitely think it was a value added feature.
I think so. It was fun.
It was really the Weave was the only one that I disliked.
Yeah, there was one that got you pretty cranky every time it happened.
Yeah.
I think it was definitely the
We
Weave.
heard.
Yeah.
Ah, come on!
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd start yelling about
Yeah.
it.
Quit it.
Hey, stop it.
Friend of the show, Camster Joe,
Campster, how's it going, Campster?
asks, what if Valve added a hero whose ultimate turned high ground into low ground and low ground into high ground? Would the concept itself be too overpowered, or would there be a way to balance it? Also, what would be the implications / uses of an ultimate like this?
Can I just say that I don't think it's an if. I think it's a when. I think when they force...
Really?
I think when
Okay.
they force Reborn
jeez.
on the people, I wonder if that's the type of thing we're going to see with the new client, because the new client has some additional ability to modify some things.
Right.
I think this could be a possibility that you would actually see something like this happen. It might be easier. I don't know a lot about programming, but it sounds like maybe this gives them some more flexibility,
Interesting.
especially if they move away from having to shoehorn things into the Warcraft 3 engine, which
Right,
it
right,
sounds
right.
like they're going to do, and I would assume that's going to kind of correspond with the Reborn client. So,
Interesting.
yeah, I think that's a really cool idea. I love that ability. I want
How
to
do
see
you
it.
think with the Reborn client they continue to design around the limitations of the Warcraft 3 engine?
I think that's when the shift happens. I think
Okay,
when they,
okay.
because it sounds like they're going to force Reborn for professionals, right? And
what it
maybe
sounds like that's
maybe
coming
maybe
really
just
soon.
force
Yeah,
it
by the
in
way.
general. So I think when they force Reborn as
I need
the
to update that
client,
crap.
I think is going to be kind of corresponding when they start. Maybe not that we see it right away, but when they start hardcore development of some things that they cannot put in the Warcraft 3 engine.
The first major patch after
I think
we've
so.
been on Reborn.
We've got 2 more heroes that are still in Dota 1.
Right.
We've got 2 more. So I think once those 2 get ported over, the next hero we may not see in Warcraft 3. That's what I'm thinking.
I wouldn't disagree with that.
Yeah.
I think that this is something that would be really interesting. I don't know how you would balance it.
I don't know either, and I don't know if it's going to be is it an ultimate ability? I think you'd almost have to make it, right?
I think it's I think you have to do it as an AOE.
It would have to be an AOE, yeah.
You don't do like a global or something like that.
Just a global shift.
Yeah.
Earthquake.
I would think it'd be like a large spherical thing, and you put it down, and literally there's like a line drawn in half of it. Now I don't know how you.
Or what about maybe it works like Chronosphere almost, where it makes like a separate like.
Yeah, exactly.
Almost,
that's what I'm saying. Like it's a separate area.
Your teammates on high ground,
like all of them,
and everyone else on the low ground.
So it just puts your teammates on little mini pillar type of things.
It's like a Halo, like the little
you get like
bubbles
jet
you can put up in Halo.
You get like a little jetpack almost.
Yeah.
A jetpack?
Get a jetpack, yeah.
Yeah, it could be. I guess it depends on what the character design's like. It could be a jetpack.
It's Goblin Gangster's Ultimate. It's the jetpack scene.
Is the jetpacks.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I think it's pretty interesting.
It would be a
idea.
lot of fun. I think it would have a lot of implications in the game in general, but yeah.
It would be hard to balance because it's like, how long do you do that?
Yeah, it's Earth Spirit hard to balance.
I think so, but I think that makes it interesting.
Oh, for sure.
I'd like to see it.
Yeah, I don't disagree. For sure.
Yeah. I'm into it.
So Brian, you're reading a lot of stuff here. What's going on?
Yeah. So quick little update for WLDL Season 2.
Okay.
Matches are going on, you guys.
Yeah.
Right now.
Not currently.
Yeah, there's at least 8 of them.
There are a lot of matches being played, and I gotta say, I feel less connected to the WLDL this year than I did last year.
Working as intended, right?
Which is working as intended because, I just don't have time for a lot of this. But let's
to administrate
everything and cast everything.
So what are you wanting to talk about?
I haven't cast anything. I really want to cast, but anywho. Let's talk about the leaders in the groups right now.
Sure.
We can go with that.
Currently in Group A, we have Ho Ho Ha Ha. They have 3 wins, and we also have Saints and Sinners with 2 wins.
All right.
But they have a third match that they have not played yet.
Let's do one more then. Let's talk about third place.
Third place is the Accidental Feeders with 2 wins and 1 loss.
And we can stop that group, I think.
Group B.
Oh, wow.
Holy crap.
Oh, let's just do the top 2 for that one.
You guys were screwed.
God, we are screwed.
In first place is the Canadians that have played a stunning 5 matches somehow. And they're 5-0 currently.
Well, this is the group that had the bye because of the team drop.
Yeah. In second place is the Salty Fishermen with 3 wins. They're 3-0.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, we're in 4th place.
That's not right. We haven't won 2 matches, have we?
No, we haven't.
Yeah, wait a minute here.
So the stats are wrong. Somebody's cooking the books for us.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it.
We got to work on that. In Group C, we have Cookie Monster Killers in first place with 3 wins. We also have Boehner Soup in second place with 3 wins and 1 loss.
Get it, Boehner?
So there we go.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So we're doing well.
We're not, though, because it's wrong. We'd actually be all the way down at number 7.
We have 1 win and 1 loss.
And we don't really have a win. We have 3 losses.
Well, we've only played 2 matches.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it should be 2 losses.
1 win, 1 loss.
Well, the win isn't a win. It was we played the game, we lost, and then defaulted into some kind of weird win.
That's true, but
never have we.
We've argued about this.
Never have we
physically won a game.
Well, but plus, never have we even have a default win that was so poorly achieved as this one because we lost the game by a lot, and it became a default win.
Yeah, well,
usually our default wins are because somebody didn't show up. We actually played this match and we lost it.
This is why you're not the captain.
Well, this is why I'm not in charge of the league.
You just shit all over us the whole time.
Well, we haven't won any matches. We'll just go with that.
You're a nice guy in the game, though.
Cheeks agrees with me on this.
Yeah.
Because I don't talk. I think even when I talk, I'm relatively pleasant when we play.
Oh yeah, you are. Yeah. You definitely are.
I'm probably more pleasant than the rest of us when we're playing Dota.
Yeah, okay.
Cheeks and I are both pretty pleasant.
Sure.
We keep our cool.
No, I don't disagree.
Yeah. Okay, so the WLDL, that's all going on. There's also a lot of donations going on. We have...
How does that work? Is there a prize pool that's cash, or are we buying prizes?
It's all items so far right now.
which is good.
which is really cool.
Okay.
Big spenders, Best Served Cold and Mr. Me Seeks, who has given 4 full hat sets and 8 immortals.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
So,
Jeez, guy, thanks.
so look, guys, let's
Let's do stuff.
let's top these.
I think
guys,
I have a
so.
set that I can give, actually.
Cool.
I'll do
Some
it.
Space Cash, maybe.
No, a set.
Yeah. Okay, so there we go. The WLDL season 2. So that's all going on. So
Yeah, that's
thanks,
all going on.
Thanks a lot to everyone who's participating. For the most part, everything has been cordial and kind and nice, and
Great.
everyone's having a
Yeah.
good time. So
And big shout out to the people that have stepped up and do the administration and all the casting
thank
and
you so
everything.
much.
Yeah.
Awesome.
You guys, without you guys, we wouldn't be able to do this.
at the midnight hour,
And we
Cheeks
wouldn't
of,
do this.
Cheeks of
Cheeks
Flapping
is
here
there.
is
Wow.
in the chat room.
That's
Oh,
good.
Jesus.
That's good.
Right
Hi,
as we
Cheeks.
wrap up the
bastard.
show.
Way to show up right in time.
Seriously.
No, that's fine. But I actually watched the match, believe it or not, of the We Like Dota League. I don't even watch professional Dota.
Yeah, well, that's awesome, man.
And who was casting? I told you guys about this.
Mini D.
I liked it. He did
Yeah.
a really good job. So
yeah,
props to him.
I'd like to cast some matches with you, Brian, but then at the
Let's
same
do
time,
it.
it'd probably be terrible compared to any of the ones.
Oh,
that
some
we've
of the people they're doing are great.
really good.
Yeah.
I
And
don't
we
know,
would be
Jared.
not bad.
Look, I don't know, Jared. We've been known to have some good casts in the past.
Have
Again,
you?
this wouldn't be informative at all. It'd be entertaining.
Yeah, like-
probably.
Like
We do
props,
okay.
props to the people who are casting these matches and making it
Yeah,
seem
seriously.
like the players know what they're doing.
Actually,
Yeah,
Jared, I think
thanks
your
for that.
color commentary is probably your strongest suit for Dota 2. Because
there we go.
You know a lot of facts about the game.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. Or at least I can say things confidently enough to where you believe that I know the facts.
Which is also a necessary skill in podcasting
Right, and sales.
and sales.
Yeah,
Hey.
okay.
well,
Yeah.
well done, sir.
All right,
All right, let's put this episode to bed.
let's take it out.
Let's
back.
put a bow on
Let's
it.
take it back.
Jared, where can we find you online?
Right here on the podcast, listening and speaking on it.
Great. Yadneb, where can we
Pretty
find you?
pretty much it, right?
Yeah.
You can find me at Dota Yadneb on Twitter and on WeLikeDota.com and OfflaneGaming.com.
OfflaneGaming.com. You can follow me on Twitter at SabonedDota, SAHBONEDOTA. Also follow We Like Dota on Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, YouTube, and we have our Patreon. If you have a couple extra bucks laying around at the end of the month and you want to shoot it our way to support us or, what have you, to say, hey, I like you guys, which I hope you do. You can go to patreon.com/WeLikeDota and just give us a monthly donation, and a little bit goes a long way. So
Absolutely, it's all appreciated.
one of the benefits of being a patron is a shout out on the podcast. So with that said, thank you big time to Flossin, Tugs McBoat, Taj, Garrett, and Lonnie. Thank you. That's great.
Yeah, thanks, Dad.
Music for the show comes from Michael Edwards of the Sunrise Robot Network. Thank you very much, everyone, and we will talk to your ear holes next time. Good work, Jared. Jared knows what's up.
Did he mute me?
Yeah.
Did you whisper to him to mute me?